What's up, guys? My name is Eggman. Today I'm going to be watching some videos from this good looking Asian guy who seems to really enjoy eating junk food. I just find these kinds of people pretty fascinating because some people can eat a lot of bad food, eat a bad diet, but still look very great, still look much better than someone like me who has been eating a meat based, whole food, clean diet for a long time. So, yeah, I want to study him and share my thoughts on him. I think the reason he can be so resilient and look so great has a lot to do with how symmetrical his body is. I bet his body is very like symmetrical and balanced. So basically he's a better car and that allows him to be more resilient, tolerate bad fuel, but still do well. But obviously if he eats a better diet, I'm very convinced that he will feel even better. Right? That's my overall stance. But let's watch his first video. Him driving and drinking cola. Look at his ramus. He has such a long ramus, guys. And his face is like very forwardly grown. I'm sorry because the mark is like blocking his face. I guess I can't do much about it. Oh fuck. And then he's eating some pizza. He's just eating all the carby, nutrient void food, but still look great. How does that even work, you all? Yeah, his face is very forwardly grown, which allows him to have a very good looking jawline. But I don't know if he's driving recklessly, right? He's not using his full attention to drive, which can be dangerous. Also, he's eating a lot of carby food, which doesn't support his cognition. Chad just eat what Chad wants. Chad just eat what Chad wants. You all stop coping. You can eat all the ramen you want in the world, and your face will still not be as fully grown as his. But I want to say that I'm not advocating against trying to improve yourself. I'm just trying to tell you that at the same time, you need to be rational. You need to know what you are trying to achieve. You don't want to have false hope, thinking that you can become a Chad by eating some healthy meat and eggs. I don't think that's very rational. Yeah, some people they just have better foundation. Probably has to do with their ancestors, right? Maybe his fathers and his grandfathers, they live very healthily. So someone like him can still do well. Yeah. But I think if he keeps doing this, at one point, his family tree will start to degenerate. That's how I feel about this for sure. I think the way you eat definitely will affect how healthy you are for sure. It's just that some people are so resilient. Some people are so resilient that despite eating bad, they can still do somewhat okay. Right. Okay, let's watch his next video. He's kind of like proud about eating junk food. It's pretty interesting. I wonder how he feels about all the wellness people looking worse than him, stressing that you need to avoid eating junk food and eating a lot of meat and shit. Wow, such a nice facial profile. Eating some donut. But I have seen him wore braces before. So apparently his teeth didn't grow as optimally as they could. Which I think could have been prevented if he ate a meat-based whole food diet growing up. Yeah, he just looks very great. Despite not developing optimally, right? He has a nice face. The fact that he can look lean probably has to do with, well, the fact that he works out. The fact that he works out probably allows him to kind of look leaner. Just eating all the carbs he can. he doesn't give a fuck and he can still look awesome. He really enjoys this kind of video. I can imagine that. Just eating foods you like and having a good time. Right? Why not? I wonder what he is drinking. Okay, moving on. A lot of sugar. It will probably feel pretty great to eat those. Yeah, he just has a nice structure, right? He blocked someone. I can see that he kind of has a forward neck posture. So his structure is not as optimal as it can be, which is understandable. I don't think anyone in this day and age is going to have very optimal posture, right? Yeah, but he just overall has a nice looking appearance, including his face and body. Let's watch this next video. I don't know what restaurant is this. I think his outfit right here is kind of mid. The pants are too narrow. Yeah, I think they could have been wider to look more stylish. Right now it looks a little icky. Okay, this is probably the best meal he has eaten so far, consisting of more animal nutrition, right? Instead of just a lot of nutrient-void carbohydrates. Wow, fuck. I wonder how unhealthy he eats overall. Probably it's pretty unhealthy. He probably eats a gym bro diet with a lot of junk food. Yeah, but he can still perform pretty well. I think in order to reach a state where you are like someone like him, you want to massage your body a lot to allow your muscle quality to reach a more baby-like state. And when you are able to reach that point, you can be more resilient, right? Babies are resilient. Babies can eat junk food and still look great and feel great. Let's see him eat a lot of sugar. He's answering some questions here. Maybe I'll skip this, unfortunately, because I don't want to like turn on my volume. Let me watch this next video. Eating a lot of carbohydrates. He doesn't give a fuck. He just eats and live his life. Drink cola, eat pizza, and look great. Good for him. I kind of want to check out how he looks like in person. I wonder if he look as awesome as he seems on video, right? Because I know a good-looking foreigner. He looks very perfect on videos. Sharp jawline, clear skin and shit. But one time I saw him in person. Because at that time he was like live streaming. So I kind of like, I was being a sniper. I went to check him out. And I noticed that his face has a lot of little pimples, which made him look much less healthy and attractive. Right? Which I didn't know when I was watching his videos. So maybe it's the same for this guy, right? Maybe this guy doesn't look as good in person. I don't think you should look all that great if you eat like this. That doesn't make a lot of sense. If you eat like this, you should show some signs of problems, health issues, right? Have some skin problems, mental health issues, have a puffy face and shit. I don't think you can simply get away with eating like this. Yeah, I think it can manifest in some ways. Yeah, but if we only take a look at his video, he looks pretty good. Not sure about in person. Okay, let's see for the things I want to review. He's just a interesting individual, right? he can eat a lot of junk food and still do pretty well. Yeah, I definitely think it has a lot to do with how healthy your muscle tissues are and how symmetrical your body is. If you can have a structurally more sound body, you are going to be able to tolerate bad food better. You can eat bad food and still look pretty great and feel pretty great. It's definitely an important factor. So we need to try to massage our body. We need to try to live healthily, do these things to allow our muscle tissues to be healthier and more hydrated, so that one day we can be like our boy David, can be more tolerant of junk food, right? That would be awesome. So you are welcome to join my school and optimize your muscle quality, which will allow you to get a sharper jawline and a more resilient body. All right, you can go check out the link in my bio. You are going to be able to learn how you can lower your visceral fat and improve your muscle quality. Don't be like this guy David. You are probably not him. You probably need to work on yourself to be healthier, right? You cannot just eat junk food and look like him. No, you are going to have bad skin and bad facial definition and shit. Yeah, but I'll start recording. Thank you for watching. Show me some love in the comments, alright? I know I'm a more nuanced thinker, so maybe what I'm trying to say can sound more complicated. I'll try to work on my delivery more. Thank you for watching. Peace out.